Good evening, everyone. I am Mushtaq Ahmed. I am part of Group 4, and we are here to talk about the marketing plan for Baladna. I don't want to talk about Baladna with you guys, but I just want to highlight the importance of food security, which is the main reason why Baladna is existing today. The food security of a country is sometimes take threat of a war to just explore about what it is. As Steve Jobs said, the ones who are crazy enough to try something new are the one who succeeds. That is what actually Baladna did in the industry today. Let me kick off with what is PESTIL. PESTIL, as you know, stands for political, economical, sociological, technical, environmental and legal factors which are going to favorably or unfavorably have a say on the Baladna product. Right. First, if we look at political factors, all right, today everything is going on smoothly, but tomorrow it might be a different story if there is a sudden change in the political reign of the country, which might bring in all sort of new rules. And you know, the Baladna is politically backed by the government in all sort of ways to establish the dairy industry. So it's going to be a very harmful one. You can see there in the change in regulations. And the second one, adverse political motives by other countries and the price control. You know, price control will have a huge say on how the production cost is going to be maintained. Second thing, economical. It should be self-sufficient and diversified, and sustainability are those three favorable factors for Baladna. But it's going to be a challenge, it's not going to be easy. Increasing production cost and dropping profit can anytime be expected, dependent on national product and multiple channels for economic stimulations. Sociological. Decrease of population size all of a sudden can have a huge say in Baladna's outcome. Lifestyle, fast food, and you know, it is going to affect adversely, and it will be able to produce or extend to satisfy. It's going to be a huge question there. Technological. As you know, Baladna is trying a sophisticated technology which is not existing in GCC, which is a good thing, but again, it's going to be a huge adverse. You know, it's going to be a challenge if they are going to expand the industry. Environmental. Disposal of waste and water and air pollution is going to be a huge challenge. And Green Qatar, installation of several irrigation, which is currently ongoing, is going to control the situation. And finally, legal stuff. Since this is first time in Qatar, more legislation to be in place to make sure everything is fine. And you know, finally, Qatar is ambitious. They never take half measures, so everything is going to be fine. So now I'm passing my mic to my colleague, who is going to talk about SWOT analysis.
Let me tell you what SWOT stands for. SWOT is an acronym for strength, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. SWOT is overall evaluation of internal, external factors of a firm. And we are here to talk about, analyze about Baladna's internal and external factors that are favorable and unfavorable for a company. Let me talk about the internal favorable factor, which is a strength. The first strength we would like to highlight here is a market share. Market share is very high for Baladna because since there is a scarcity of fresh milk, is the right time for Baladna, so market share is high, so which is one of the best and good strength. The second one is we would like to highlight the financial sector, which is very good. It is financially is very strength, as well as the project support by government, which is one of the good strength. The next one is it is the brand image is it's purely emotional, because the time what we are facing right now, it's difficult in Qatar due to the political situation, but the right time the brand came to secure us. So the brand image is In the country itself, it's very powerful, which is one of the very strength part internally. The second one is another one is the availability of operational challenges, because since it's a dairy product, it has to be delivered in time. The expiry date it's very close to 4 days expiry, so it has to be delivered. So very well technical transportation and infrastructures are required, which is available in Qatar. So internally, which is good. Let me talk about the weaknesses. The first weakness what I'd like to highlight is the cost. Internal cost is pretty high because the maintenance part is it's difficult, because it's required a sophisticated cooling system as well as to manage the weather. It's difficult. And another one is the animal transportation and all is quite high. Another one is the retail price is pretty low, but they have to fight for it. Another one is a very important one is the experience curve. Since it's the first time we are launching here, we have to face the experience curve. Third one is operational. It's difficult to get the people, very good strength people, means skills people to hire. Second part is the external part, which is an opportunity, which is the favorable part for Baladna. The important one is the current political situation, which is good. The third one is growing population. It's a demand for Baladna, means for milk, which is another one. Low farmers, another opportunity from outside. Another one is an untapped market, but it's not new for Qatar, but for Gulf it is not new. Gulf, the other countries, Saudi, UAE and all did it. So it's not untapped market, which is a good segment. It's a good opportunity. Availability of technical and other staff, it is an opportunity for outside. Threat means the first threat I would like to highlight here is the climate again. It's very humidity and hot season, which above 50, which has the animals has to be adapted. Is an important threat to be maintained. Another one is the current blockade. In case the blockade is gone over, we have to face the challenge, because there is a way people maybe come up. Another one is the animal risk, animal disease and risk, and supplier can raise all this animals price and cereals and all that. This will cause future challenges. Thank you. And
I'm here to speak about the marketing strategies of Baladna Farm. The brand Baladna, your brand, has evolved within a shortest period of time, which is known among all the residents in Qatar and outside Qatar. Now, when we are talking about the marketing strategies, I would like to focus on the new diversifying the products, introducing new products, entering to new market, and what about the change of direction. When you talk about the existing product range of Baladna has a variety of products, which ranges from fresh milk, fresh laban, cheese, sweets, and particular lots of things. So when I talk about the diversing existing product range, they have the fresh milk, and they have the laban, which the strawberry flavored laban, and they can introduce lots of flavored types of laban, and introduce the cheese type of cheese where it's compared to Almarai had. Now they can consider on cheese slice, cheese spread, cheddar cheese. They can try to diversify the product range. And when I talk about the introducing new products, everybody knows the long life milk, which is one of the things that almost most people consume here. Long life milk, evaporated milk, full cream milk powder, labna, which is mostly consumed by the Arabs here. When I talk about the new product, the prices of the Baladna is almost a little bit high compared to in the market. So when we talk about compared to its competitor like Dandy, not Dandy or the Kalkala or the fresh milk, the prices are 4.5. So when we say here, when the low income earners are not consuming Baladna because the price is high. So if they want to capture the market, Baladna should work out of the prices. Further, Baladna should consider entering into the GCC market once the sufficient production is consumed from locally in Doha. Example, the KDD. Most of the products to Qatar is coming from KDD, which is Kuwait dairy product. Next, I would talk about the direction, Baladna's change of direction. Baladna could consider focusing on its core business, which is dairy product, but they can consider by entering into new business such as food items, which is fresh fruit juices, Bakery items, you know, bakery items which Almarai had, Alyom products, the poultry products, such a various type of products. And thank you, and I would like to hand over to my.
And here, my part is to explain to you about the objectives for the Baladna. And definitely you have a certain 5 objectives, then I can see from your existing objectives whatever you have in your website and all these kind of things. And apart from this, I think you have to focus more on the product quality and the taste. It should be overtake the imported product taste, and then only you can sustain in the market. That is the main things you have to consider while taking the objectives. The other objectives, like, okay, here in the Qatar, the local has a habit of having the milk on the same day, the manufacturing date. And if you go to the grocery shop, the local guy is asking the product to be manufactured in the same day. So you have to find the route to get the product to each and every corner of Qatar on the same day of your manufacturing day. So that is the best plan you can have it apart from these objectives. And that will reach the customers and on time, and they will have the fresh products every day. And it's going to be, definitely it's going to give a good taste and compared to the imported products. And the other things, it was wonderful, like when we had this, the crisis time, and your CEO done an excellent job of bringing all these kind of the cows on the same day from air freighted from Qatar Airways and using, it's not a small number of cows, more than 10-15,000. And make sure you have to, the need of the milk in Qatar is you have to have 350 tons per day. So make sure like you have to keep the same productivity range every day and for a whole year and for the long years, and then only you can sustain in the market. Even the blockade is removed and the newcomers are coming in, and still you can catch the market, you can keep the brand image, it's very well. And that's the best things I can give you on the basis of objectives. And let me handle to my other friend and who go.
Good evening, gentlemen. I would like to touch upon the marketing mix of Basically, the product. My colleague, Mr. Abdul Rahman, has touched upon the current product you have and what are the diversified product you can go ahead with that. So I'm not going to repeat on the same thing, and I'm straight away moving on to the pricing strategy, the pricing, the mix of the Baladna. So currently, we are offering a 25% rebate for the Ali conglomerate of your distribution partner. That's a good rebate percentage when it comes to the other product, the dairy product manufacturers around the region, the GCC. And on top of that, you can more concentrate about like having like a bundle offers. When it's come to like any product, it's like a family pack or a family size or jumbo size product, you can give away a small product, which is a good strategy and a marketing plan to go ahead with this one. Next is the promotion. And the promotion is like Baladna is investing more money and TV commercials and the social media advertisement. And mainly, as we understand that you have like only in the Arabic language, so you have to diversify the language of advertisement, and which is like to focus on the 80% of the Qatar residents are non-Arabic speaking expatriates. So you need to cater at least to go ahead with like a couple of languages, some highly famous Indian language or in English also. And apart from that, AgriTech 2018, Baladna was like a part of that one, as we witnessed that, and Baladna could have invested that or more utilized that opportunity to go ahead with like a pre-sample products of this one, so which will and inculcate the brand name of the participant, apart from the huge crowd which was like from 36 countries. So it's like an innovation and introduction of the Qatar strength and the Baladna system to all the 36 countries. And how the Baladna has quickly evolved. And the next is the Baladna restaurants in the mall, so you can go ahead like increase the product, increase the restaurant chains and all. And this is the Real Madrid 2018 visited, that's a good advertisement. And moving on to the next thing, the places like Baladna has like a nice like location,
and it is like a vast, like 50 kilometers away from the Doha, and it has like a huge place of like 2.4 million square meter. So Baladna can have to more utilize the space and the full capacity, because you have like idle space and idle capacity at the current moment. And distribution partner is an Ali bin Ali. That's a one and only distribution partner. But we see a challenge or a downside of that one. But you have to more consider into like take part or jump into some other more players also, because Ali bin Ali have like a more bargaining power, because at any time your distribution go in overnight, it can be like zero. So if you go anything wrong with Ali bin Ali, so that's our recommendation. I would like to invite other members also to just to say thank you for the opportunity of these Baladna board members, and